Hello, my Libra friends. Welcome. It's Christelle Martinette here, and I've come back slowly but surely, and I decided to offer monthly readings for the following period. I'll see how long and what type of changes I'll make. But for this month of October, Libra, I'm offering a monthly reading. I have with me here the Alexander Egarov Tarot, Russian Tarot, that I've been using lately. Very strong cards they're giving me. They speak to me very, very loudly. Okay. For you, Libra, I'm pulling 7 cards. Wow. All right, we have, you're coming into the month on a wing and a prayer. You're riding a wave of recent confirmation and disconfirmation concerning another person, either in your workplace or in your personal or social life, extended social life, but a specific person with which you've had a bit of difficulty with. You had a bone of contention with. And you're riding into October on a wing and a prayer because it was sort of recently settled. You both were at a balance, no one lost, no one won, but you were both happy with what you came away with. That is cause you feel for celebration. And indeed you do. Because from that relationship, okay, from that interaction, you've learned a fundamental truth about yourself. And that fundamental truth will serve you well because in this month, in the heart of October, there will be a complete change for you. A complete change for you. You are going to start moving toward a different form of logic, a different form of, let's say, a different perspective. You're going to adopt a different perspective. And it's going to be a fast-moving month. This is towards the second half of the month. You're going to be moving toward adopting a relationship of logics that sees you as using trial by freedom. You're going to see how far your freedom takes you and how you're going to make attempts. You're going to venture out. It's a card of, I'm looking at this this card of inspiration, the outside card, the exit card. It is a card of inspiration, and it's the Hierophant. It is likened to the Hierophant in traditional tarot decks. You're desiring something new adventures, and you're taking small steps to see how far. It's as if you have a cord around your waist, and you tied it to something, to your home, let's say, and you're pulling away and pulling away and pulling away to see how far you can go and how good you feel, and you're going to start risking the second half of the month of October. There are 4 major arcana here out of 7 cards, and that means it's a very power-packed month and a very, very quick-moving month, graced by spiritual wealth also. Now, as I mentioned, it is a transformative month. There's a period of transition here from something that you learn from an interaction in the recent past with someone that has served you well and that has made you embark on a different path. Now let's take the Vera Sibilla here to see exactly what that path is all about. I will leave the past, the cards that refer to the past, out and see. Let's start with the smack in the focus of this reading is the Death card. Let's see if I can get some more information about that. Yeah. All right. This is, you're going to be treading in strange waters for you, because you feel all of a sudden as if the ground is being taken from under your feet. But you know it's an important moment. You know and you feel that you have to move forward. The Sibilla are the la leggerezza. This is the peacock, I deliranti, the crazy people out of themselves. They almost as if they're going crazy. And the domestico, the domestic. And in this case, this domestic here is not a sly person hiding things. This is a domestic that's saying, when it gets too much for you, come back home. You have the potential, you have great potential here to extend your powers. And I'm going to talk of powers, because the power of wisdom, all right, that lesson that you learned from that interaction, the recent interaction with another person, has given you the power of wisdom. And you need to harness that in order to move forward on a path that will suit you well, would serve you well. Let me take the Neapolitan cards on that. Yes, 3 sevens. 3 sevens. This is the, in the pip cards, these are the last. There's no 10 here. It ends at 7. We have the swords, cups, and pentacles. This alone is amazing. First of all, it's telling us that you've reached a pinnacle, a moment, a very important moment. Again, it talks of that person who has taught you. It's not that they taught you a lesson. It's a lesson that you have come away with. So they were influential to you. And it also talks both of communication and of spirituality, in the sense that this is telling you that in the same manner that you have resolved, in inverted commas, that communication with that relation, with that person, and you've come away with a teaching, this is the counsel that the Neapolitan cards are giving you, to go forward in that same manner. Slowly, be watchful, and see what you can take away, what you can bring away from interactions that you have. Very interesting message. I'm going down now to the Star card. All right, now. The Star card is a card of great success, especially in this deck. It's a card of grace. And what do I have with the Sibilla, which at first sight would seem very, very odd? Desperate for jelly, disperato per gelosia, the vedovo, the widow, and the house. Now, this is telling me that at some points in the month, just when you're venturing off on this adventure, these risks that you have decided to embark on, these little risks, nothing special, but you say, well, look, I never go to that locale, I never go to that place, I never go to that, let me try going, I might like it this time. It's little things even like that. When you're doing that, all of a sudden you get fear permeates the body. Okay, this permeates the body, and it's as if you want to hide. All right, you feel a sense of loss, as if you have lost your bearings. Now, the house card comes in here to tell us that you're carrying your house around. Remember that. Remember the teaching that you came away with. And remember to keep it here, because this is something that will serve you in all of your ventures. Take the Neapolitan cards on that. Yes. All right, there's more to come. All right, we did talk about the transition, a new you. Mid-month it's going to come out, change completely. And in what sense? Here I have the Five of Pentacles signals an extremely important relationship that is either coming your way, if you don't have an important relationship, or that you will shine and make anew with your efforts, but nonetheless, it will seem like new, and it's a love relationship. I say love relationship even in the sense of your loved ones, family, and dear friends. Here, the Four of Pentacles is telling me you will be arising from your ashes. This is a confirmation of the point that I was making before about you transitioning into a whole different time of your life. The Neapolitan cards. Wow, there's strong messages. They keep repeating. There are 2 threes here. 3 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. And our Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords that just rushes in, charges in. This is defining the way you will be acting, the way you will be moving towards the second half of your month. And you are graced, as the cards do tell us, but be also aware that you have 2 firm standpoints. One is the way it has to do with how you've harnessed your passions and how you've developed your passions and how you've made your passions work for you. And the other is the coming away with teachings from an interaction. Okay, those are strengths for you. Remember that, okay, if you do feel like charging, and do so, but remember that when a bit of disorientation sets in, go to bomba, as they say in Italian. Ritorna bomba, go back home. Metaphorically speaking and figuratively speaking as well. Meditate. Let me take the Vera Sibilla on the inspiration card that is our Hierophant, and it is the logic of finite quantities and the relationship of logics of the infinites and the infinities to the logic of the finite quantities. This is true inspiration. It's desire for adventure. All right. This is an outgoing card. This is the exit card. And what do I have here? All right. Is this fitting? The Sibilla are telling me that these are cards of communication and a strength card. There will be strength in communication, but to the measure, your communication will be strengthened if and only if you can confine your communication to serve your purposes. And it sounds like a very egotistic reasoning that I'm affecting here, but this is not the case. I'm probably I'm probably not expressing myself clearly, but what I'm trying to say is that the communication that you enact and that you start and that you entertain towards the end of the month will serve you well to the degree that that communication is reflective. Okay, I'm talking about meditation. I'm talking about bringing in the teachings from what people tell you. This will be strengthened. All right, you need to look within constantly because you're on an outward journey here for most of the month. It's an adventure. I would have thought the Fool card would have come out. But you know, we have the Death card starting this journey and coming out with inspiration. It's a risk, challenges, and that you're going head on to. You know, remember this warning about having it be reflective, the communication, and working to your advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll open the Neapolitans on that. And the fives too are warning you, okay? The 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords about communication and your emotions in that communication. This Page of Swords is also telling you, look at his mustache. Pages are usually female in nature. This is such an ambiguous figure. It's warning us that the pitfall lies in the communication and how you make it work to your advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, my Libra friends, thank you so much for the privilege of having me read for you and for being with me and staying with me and all the love and support that I've received in emails, all types of messages. Do visit my website, my fan page in Facebook, and share, like, and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you and namaste, my Libra friends, till we read again.